welcome, welcome. Yay, we're doing this. Okay, hello. Hello. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, everybody. Today, we are doing the Inazuma Festival. Hues of the Violet Garden. That's it. I got it right. Here's the Violet Garden. And I'm so excited to be here with you guys. As a reminder, this is my weekly Genshin stream for this week. Next week, we will be back to Thursdays. So this is my Genshin stream for the week. And then next week, I will be back on Thursday. Who am I? I am Sarah Miller-Cruz. I'm the English voice of Lumine in Genshin Impact. I also voice Angela in Trials of Mana, and Caitlin and Roxanne in Pokemon Masters, and Layla in Mobile Legends. So yeah. Does anyone even play Pokemon Masters here? Be honest with me, you guys. Be honest with me. Roberto, welcome. Welcome to the squad. Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. You guys, you do. Okay, do you guys know who Caitlin and Roxanne are? Do you know who they are? Do you like them? Tell me everything. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Yay! I'm loving these answers. This is so funny. Oh! Okay, I'm loving these answers. They're loving these answers. You like their voices. Ah, thanks, guys. Imperial Officer! Thank you for becoming a member for 5 months. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Imperial Officer says, I spent 3 hours waiting for resin, so I built a Lego Adventures guild building my memory. Sadly, it doesn't look accurate to the game one. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So, to me, it's accurate. Okay, so, just so everyone knows, we are doing the festival. Are we doing the quick start? Yes, we are. Did I finish all of the prerequisite things? No, I didn't. But it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And my mods told me that I'm not gonna spoil too much, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. All right. Oh, this is kind of, just do that really fast. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, before we get started, I also want to thank my mods, Archie and Xander and Brandon and Diamond and Raya. You are amazing. I could not do this without you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hearts, you're the best. You're the best. Don't worry, we're not doing the prerequisites. We're just jumping straight in. And also, don't worry, we will do the prerequisites another time. We will do Ito's and Ayato's another time. So don't worry. This does not mean we're skipping it forever. Just today. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we're going to go here. And we're going to confirm. Okay. We're going to do quick start. And it says... Wait, have I done Ito's? Hard to say. I did do the ride and show. Oh, I didn't do the story quest. Interesting. It'll be fine. This is going to be great. Confirm. View quests. Is this it? Okay. Okay. We're going. Oh, Ito's not even needed. We're doing it! Yay! Xander, thank you for the super chat. Yes, we needed all the hearts. So I need everyone. You can't hear the game. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Oh. Can you hear the game now?
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Okay, perfect. Here we go. Here we go. Thank you, mods. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Ah! Let's do this. Festival. 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 Okay.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
Oh.
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Iridori Festival.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Oh, so it's Miko's commission.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head.
You know Miko.
You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We'd better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Got it.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact, she has instructed me to have you directly meet with her there.
Oh, well that's convenient enough. Let's go then.
Let's do it.
Mistakes over and over. Come, try some creative cooking.
Oh, it's like right here. Okay. Boop. There she is. Oh no!
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera?
Oh.
Ahem. Onodera?
Oh my gosh. Yae Miko, relax.
Yes, Lady Yae. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who organized the plans for this release party. In other words, you are the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes, Lady Yae. Thank you very much.
All right then, is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop!
Chop chop!
Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back
Your
to the
light
Grand
novel
Narukami
business?
Shrine? You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
Yeah, forget it.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival. Yet
Are
you
you,
say
though?
I'm not doing my job.
Are you though?
Let me ask you, little ones. Whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all.
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, the Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
Cultural festival?
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival. Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance.
Refined
Unfortunately,
elegance.
with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Festival by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
What?
Wait a minute! Light novels?
What about all that refined elegance stuff you just said?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels. The important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up with anything fresh if you're stuck using some rigid format of the past.
Okay.
Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now perfectly suits the current Inazuma? And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to Ultivat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
A whole lot of thinly veiled self-justifications?
Whoa, that was close. Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interests.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
Maybe a little. Oh, all right. Paimon's super curious now.
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue in Rito together. I promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Okay. I feel like it's like gonna be like Ayaka or like Toba. Let's see. We have to go to Rito. Oh yeah, you guys, look, I have Venti. Look at my Venti. Well, you can't see it, but Venti is level, 60. And the weapon is also level 60. Okay.
Enjoy the blessing of lesser Lord personally. And I shall bless it now.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels.
I feel like there's gonna
Once
be a
things
test.
are
I don't
in
know. There's a
full
lot of
swing,
information.
Not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there will also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties.
Ooh.
This small plaza in front of the International Trade Association will be called the Five Kasen Plaza during the festival, and nearby shops will be selling special light novel merchandise. You certainly won't want
There's
to
a
miss
lot
out.
of merchandising happening.
How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Yeah, it's like a light novel paradise.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. It appears she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
Oh, we got like a little oh, okay. The young but accomplished clan head of the Yashiro Commission's Kamisato clan. Kamisato Ayato is gentle and polite in his manners and is a highly capable operator. On the surface, he seems like a down-to-earth, elegant, and proper fellow who does not enjoy public appearances or showing off. But those who know him well know never to underestimate him, for it was he who steadied the Kamisato clan ship when the previous commissioner had fallen gravely ill. His present position is not one that could have been secured without extraordinary skill or brilliance, so beware his immaculate smile all the same.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy
Lumine
guy
looks
like
so
yourself
unimpressed.
is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope of responsibilities. Seeing as Lady Yae has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the Five Kasen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This
Oh!
Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts.
I love this.
Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests.
Is it Albedo?
However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely why it would be ideal to have
thinking of,
someone
like,
familiar
people we
with
know
both
in
Inazuma
the
and other
story
nations
so
of
far
Teyvat
that
to
can
serve
do
as a
art,
guide
and
for
I
our
feel like
guests.
Okay. Don't tell me. So this is our commission.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association,
Don't tell me.
while providing any necessary assistance along the way.
But I feel like it's
This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
What if it's Albedo doing one portrait and then we're supposed to do another horrible portrait? My stick figure, like, have you guys seen my stick figure Genshin drawings? Anyway, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, we got it.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival, most of the Yae Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
Okay.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to to pick up the passengers according to the times written on.
Was it this? Yeah, read, okay. 2 days. A guest painter, Calx, and his dependent. Arrival time, 8 a.m. Okay, so this says 6 to 8 a.m. Okay, so we gotta change the time. And go to the next morning. Okay.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship.
Oh, sorry, Paimon. I didn't mean to cut you off. I forget every time I open the map, it cuts Paimon off. It's not on purpose. Oh.
Hello, you must be here to take part in the Iridori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
Oh, Lyra. Okay.
Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
Paimon, what are you doing?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tonedef Bard then?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
Even if he was invited, there's a chance he still wouldn't show up.
Huh? Why's that?
Well, you know, Venti's,
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival, not only would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Klee!
It's Klee! Were you also invited to the Iridori Festival?
Klee, we don't need to go through this because we already know. No, we should go through. Spark Knight Klee of the Knights of Favonius, reporting for duty. Inquisitive, enthusiastic, and innocent. This little knight is a ball of laughs to be around, though she does often get herself into some trouble. But is playfulness not the purview of young children? Now take a guess. Is Klee currently planning to go out for an adventure, or is she going to Starfell Lakes for some fish blasting? Whichever the case, she best be careful, or the monster of the confinement room is going to catch her. I know who Klee is, but I feel like we have to read it.
Who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of Favonius
Yay! I knew it!
busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
Albedo!
After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Iridori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to pacify Person!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx. By the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yae Publishing House there.
When I tell you, Albedo, Calx? No. You gotta get another pen name. What does that mean? What does Calx mean? It should be like, okay, I feel like Albedo's pen name should be something like Schmalbedo. Do you know what I mean? Or like people are like, is that Albedo? And they're like, I don't know. Oh, because Calx means chalk, because he's the chalk prince. What does that mean? he's made of chalk. Oh, he's made of chalk. I thought it was just because his skin was really pale. I was like, that's kind of rude. That's not very nice. Okay, here's the thing. I have completed Albedo's story. I should know this. I should know that. I played through it. I know he's not alive. Like, I know he's like artificially made, but I forgot it was just I don't remember him being made out of chalk. All right, Albedo, I retract my previous statement. Calx is a good nickname. It's fitting. It fits. It fits you because you're made out of chalk, which we all knew. All of us together knew that he was literally made out of chalk. Okay, wait, so does that mean when he draws, he can just, like, use his fingers? He's made out of chalk! Like he can make... You know those, like, things that you make with the squares where it's, like, hopscotch? Do you think he could just go to the pavement and just go, like, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, like, with his finger? And it just comes out? Okay. This is great. This is great. Okay, Calx. I respect you. You know what? That was rude of me. I shouldn't have laughed at you. I respect you. I respect your nickname. I forgot all of your lore, apparently. It's fitting. I still vote for Schmalbedo, but Calx seems like it's better. This is fine.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great.
Totally
Let's get
forgot.
going then.
Albedo, I'm so glad you're here, though. You guys saw how excited I was that Albedo was here. You know I like Albedo. Guys, Schmalbedo is, like, also really cool. No one would know. They'd be like, who is this mysterious Schmalbedo? Okay.
Wow, it's so beautiful here. So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others.
Aw, Albedo.
Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Nothing wrong with a little excitement.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me. This might be a problem.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Iridori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
fast
need to
painting.
panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, To ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Iridori Festival, I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
Oh, wow.
I heard that my illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance so that I can be better prepared.
Speaking of which, Miko did mention...
Oh, right! The editors of the Yae Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days.
Oh, right!
Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Aw, big brother Albedo.
Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
I feel like that's a lie. Why do I feel like you just lied to us? Klee.
Why in the world
What?
can't I use
Oh.
my permit?
Okay. This is fun. I like this.
The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Ugh. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Ooh.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on
We
here?
love to investigate.
Hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hirayama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx, the one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find him ourselves.
About that.
What? Everyone's acting
Excuse me,
suspicious.
but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Albedo looks so sad.
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. After considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks.
What?
So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Ah! Oh no!
The books are missing.
Books are missing!
Not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Xingqiu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Oh
Because
no!
of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Xingqiu as well. If Mr. Hiroyama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
Jenny? Sounds like a name from Liyue. Albedo, what kind of person is the author of this book?
I have not met him personally, but the editor said that he is actually the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild family in Liyue.
Isn't that Xingqiu?
Oh, do you know him?
We've met on a couple of occasions.
Whoa, that's a real twist! Paimon never would have guessed that Xingqiu would be publishing a light novel together with Albedo! But enough about that. Xingqiu would definitely be upset if he discovers his books are missing.
Yeah, we have to find
Let's
it.
accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too.
Okay.
To request a fan fiction booth, please apply here.
Did she say to request a fan fiction book booth?
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
Is that what she said? Oh no. Okay. No. Ah!
To request a fan fiction booth, please apply here.
That's what she said! Wait, are light novels fan fiction? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Ah!
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course. Is that surprising?
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, tone-deaf bard.
Oh my
The suspicious
gosh!
outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
As I've told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
You could say we're quite familiar.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he
Venti's
wasn't
here!
behind the theft.
Yay!
But what's this about being a stowaway?
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Could we ask him a few questions?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh,
Venti!
you didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares.
I love you, Venti.
You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard. You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
Similar means?
Let's not bring up the past now.
I merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro Commission. It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once I received the invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting
Venti!
dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them. Once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way.
Oh, Venti.
I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission general glaring at me from atop the grate.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
childish.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the Yae Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a
Detective
couple of
Venti!
times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Hmm? But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now. First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning. Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
There must be more than one criminal involved.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't
Thanks.
possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So I kept it in my hand the whole trip. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I had to hold a glass in each hand. I couldn't both hold the invitation and a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could easily be misplaced.
In which case, I believe there's only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
Do we? In his shoe? No.
Huh?
No.
That doesn't sound right. The invitation is pretty big, isn't it? And if it's in his shoe, he would feel it when he's walking.
Drinking too much may occasionally render the tongue a little numb, but it's true. It certainly wouldn't affect the feet.
In his hat?
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions. However, starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association.
Kujo-Sara,
Now, if you'll excuse me,
you're
I'll
being
be leaving now.
so severe.
There goes Sara. All right, let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess.
We
These
like
are the
it.
materials regarding the 5 Kasen.
We like a
All the
challenge.
information that we could find is compiled here.
Oh my gosh, okay. Should I read through this? It's kind of long. We'll just do this. Okay. The first one is a free, sake-loving soul born into an ordinary family. Some say he got the name Syuko from Syuko Hut, the thatched cottage she lived in. The other one is an old man accomplished in chess. Okay. A talented swordsman. Okay. A shrine maiden in the skilled in floral arts and dancing. And question mark. Okay.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the 5 Kasen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style, so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element.
I guess we have to find
Inspiration.
I guess we have to find
I am
inspiration.
sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though Lady Yae did say that there are many variations of the story about the 5 Kasen, and everyone has a different story in their heart.
Aw.
So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something
like
that you
that.
yourself find interesting.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, and there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Xingqiu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being. Whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, the Yae Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success.
I get it now.
You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Bye.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here.
Venti,
Let's
what
go.
are you doing?
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
We will.
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Okay. Okay. Oh!
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
It is!
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen. Ah, this story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday!
Paimon! Amazing.
Oh, indeed it is. Interesting, isn't it?
It almost seems related to the stolen novels.
Yes, I concur. The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
Alright, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our
Venti!
thirst at bay.
You've been drunk this whole time!
Up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. It'll be my treat.
Wait a minute. What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration. If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Ooh.
Wow, you really came through, Albedo.
That is so nice!
Before the opening ceremony.
Albedo, you did such a good job.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Venti!
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well, Albedo, who will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself. But who knows? They may merely be akin to the old saying in Mondstadt. Seeds of stories brought by the wind and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
I don't want to wait patiently. Okay. Quest completed! Oh my gosh, we're doing so good. Oh. Oh. Ah, this is so exciting! What is happening? Oh, I guess I have to click this. Go to quest. Right? Oh, this is a side quest. Do I have to do the side quests? Oh, 12 days remaining. Wait, when does this end? When does this end? 12 days? Like, I could do more of this festival next, I know, but next Thursday is... The event ends in 12 days. You guys! You just roasting me. April. Okay, so if we stream on like the, yeah. So we could do 2 days. We could do 2 days of the festival. Yeah, so we could do two streaming days of the festival today, and then the Thursday, April 21st. Okay. Should we do a quick poll? Also, if you're here, will you like and subscribe?
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. Anation blessing now 10% off.
We're gonna do a poll.
Who is this Xingqiu everyone keeps talking about?
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. Anation blessing now 10% off.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a like if you feel like it. Like and subscribe. Okay, I just did the poll. So if you want to vote, please do. Yeah, hit that bell. Yes, my traveler is Electro. I don't know that you can see all the things, but look how strong she is. I've got 3 constellations. You can't see because my face is in the way. Look at that! Oh. Hey! Oh no, I can't. I have to do the Asia House story quest to level any up more. Okay. Just so everybody knows, if we don't vote for the side quests, I'll still do them. I'll still do them. I'll just do them a different day. I'll do them next week. Okay, it looks like everyone really wants us to continue with the main story, although I want to wait. Till we get to maybe 300, because that's at least half? No. Let's get like a little bit more. Vote. But I think it looks like everyone wants to do 59% of you want to continue the main story. Okay. I shall end this. We did great. Okay. So let's do the main story first. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty! Okay. Let's continue with the main story, since that's what everyone voted for. Following day, 8 to 10. Okay. You guys, I've gotten so much better at the time. If we have time at the end of the stream, I'll do my commissions with you guys here, if you want.
The passenger ship from Lira that we're supposed to meet should be arriving soon. Let's go to the docks. You know that Xingqiu will be on board, right? So we should be careful not to say anything about the stolen novels.
Where's the boat? Boop. Here we go! Wait, is Chongyun gonna be
be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Iridori Festival. We'll be your guides, and we'll take you onto the island.
Oh. I was like, why isn't it playing?
Huh?
I didn't
Is
press
it
autoplay.
Paimon, or have we met somewhere before?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Hues from Feiyun Commerce Guild. Aboard this ship we have calligraphers, painters, and even players of Theater Mechanicus. The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, the master still wanted to support them. We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Iridori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Master, he's,
Oh.
Whoa, Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
What? Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon.
Hi.
I presume you're guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Xingqiu, how are you doing?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here. When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we? Huh? That's odd.
What's wrong?
There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange. I don't recall seeing it there before.
Oh, let Paimon have a look.
Oh, it's about... Oh, we've got more of the story. Okay.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
The story you found before?
Oh, yeah! In the warehouse down by the... by the poem hunt competition!
Lumine's face!
Yeah, that's it!
That's so good!
A friend of ours is on Rito to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen. You know, as part of the Iridori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model for the next portrait.
Wait a moment. So you mean that...
Uh-oh. He's on to us.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. You could say that.
Really? That's wonderful! I knew that Calx would attend the Iridori Festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus. Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen during the festival. It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So, I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him right now. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue. However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations. Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity. I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter. But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite. Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Okay. Okay.
Looks Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
What? Entity has timed out and disappeared? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this accompanying you?
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, Forgive me. It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person. Please, call me Xingqiu.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
Aww.
No, that would be most
They're
improper.
friends!
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names. Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
It's a real eye-opener, that's for sure.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that. Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Poem hunt?
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen.
Oh, Paimon.
Venti found one, and then he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Albedo, get with it!
Oh, I understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Shimura's. Unfortunately, today is a bit windy. How about Uyu Restaurant instead?
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu Restaurant.
Okay.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way! Paimon thinks we acted well together. Oh, did we say something we weren't supposed to?
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Xingqiu was a little suspicious.
Huh? Xingqiu's suspicious? Hey, what are you two talking about?
Paimon, you read the poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see. Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor. So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person. Huh? Wait a minute. Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself? No way! That can't be right! Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning!
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke? Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
You're a detective!
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
He was sleepy.
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
I have
Calm
a
down,
theory.
Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now.
I have a theory.
I do have some understanding of his character. I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because of a threat.
Oh? Could Xingqiu be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu Restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us. I think it should be safe for us to talk there. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
Got it.
Good. Then let's head to Uyu Restaurant.
Okay. Well, okay, wait. So, is Xingqiu for sure in danger? Is that what Albedo was saying? Because my theory is that Xingqiu and Yae Miko are doing this together because they want the festival to be like showy, like following the path of the origin. That's my theory. Don't tell me if it's right or wrong. That's my theory. Okay. No, wait. But don't spoil it. But that's my theory. Okay, I have another theory too. I have two theories. Or it's that super suspicious guy from the beginning. Who just was like, I don't know why he would be in danger though, but maybe, well, okay. Oh, never mind.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
Oh, I was like,
this whole thing's
why?
starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not. If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth. Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
Okay, my second theory. Okay, remember the publisher guy at the beginning, and he was like, I need a break. Tee-hee-hee. And then went away, and they were like, where is he? I don't know. Where do you think he is? I don't know. Maybe he's doing it with Xingqiu. Like, okay, maybe, okay. Either they're working together, or that guy is like, no, I want this book for myself so that I can publish it better, so I'm gonna steal it. And then Xingqiu was like, no, you can't steal it. I'm gonna hide different parts of it and different things, and it will be great. I don't know! Oh no! Ah! But don't tell me. Is this an answer from this world? Okay, let's talk to this guy first. Okay. Hello!
The last phase of the Iridori Festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat.
Okay, so we know that Xingqiu has super neat handwriting. Hello.
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Hi. Do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I'd personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here.
And
They
Xingqiu
couldn't
said
do
he
anything
read,
but sleep the
but he
entire
couldn't
trip.
have.
Oh, this might be some useful information.
He couldn't have been reading if the boat was tossing and turning. I'm on to you, Xingqiu.
Albedo, what should we talk about when Xingqiu gets here? Any ideas?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations. If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
Okay, here we go. Xingqiu arrives, we're having a meal.
That was delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
We're gonna do... Maybe we'll talk about the scenery, because then if he's like, it was clear skies, and we'd be like, no, it wasn't! You're a liar! Okay. Talk about the scenery on the journey.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look. However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
No, there was something really suspicious.
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the docks, then it would have been pouring rain at the time they saw the top of the mountain.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
Talk about Xingqiu's own novel.
While it is entertaining to read novels, writing one is an endeavor of its own. You must give great thought to every detail, from the layout of the plot to the rhythm of the lines. And even when you have come up with interesting content, there's still no guarantee that it will be to your liking.
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a book, creating art, or studying alchemy, seldom can you really feel joy after seriously delving into the work.
Xingqiu and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now. But
darn it, I picked the wrong one! Talk about Albedo's illustrations.
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations. This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
Thank you.
Aww.
However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
Risks?
Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma. So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like. Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Xingqiu, what's with the facade?
Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened!
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Iridori Festival. Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. If that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Well...
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth? Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
That's it?
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
Oh, well, if
Venti!
this isn't a coincidence, I didn't expect to see everyone here.
Huh? Tone-deaf bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings. I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago. She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Huh? The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh, no.
The person they apprehended, was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Apologies, Kujo Sara didn't mention a name, but I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Please, talk to me if you
Ah!
want it.
Oh, I leave. Okay. Okay, I turned the game sound up. Okay. Boop. Ah. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. We have to rescue Onodera. Did I get it right?
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword. I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief. Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
Oh, what was that?
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here, in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has something to do with his signature.
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret. In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
No, Xingqiu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain. For the Iridori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors. Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae Publishing House, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support. However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Xingqiu.
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Xingqiu,
After telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution.
Aww.
So these past few days, Xingqiu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
Wait.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Xingqiu could use these few days to sign them all. I thought everything would work out without a hitch. I never expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
Xingqiu orchestrated all of this because he was embarrassed about his handwriting. Oh, Xingqiu.
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Xingqiu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures. At a previous event, the Yae Publishing House had requested autographs of authors so that they could be put on display.
I feel like Chongyun
I
did
practiced
it.
tirelessly for an
Oh, never
entire
mind.
day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding.
Thanks, Venti.
Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
Yeah, that's right.
What's yours,
All that matters
Venti?
is that Xingqiu and his books are okay.
Tell us. what-
Onodera,
Let's
I
pause.
think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
Venti, I would like to know what you meant by that. So we're gonna keep going, but Venti, I'm gonna need you to think about that and then tell us what you meant later.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's just that Venti is an Archon. Okay. Remember when we couldn't come here because we were a wanted criminal?
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier? If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
It's true. You gotta have a team.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Xingqiu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
What if we help you sign
no
them?
wonder Xingqiu looked so sleepy today.
I feel like Albedo is probably a good mimic.
I understand. Murata, go back to Yae Publishing House and get Aratani to book a room on the second floor of the Uyu restaurant. We'll be using it for Xingqiu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
Who could it be?
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Even though Xingqiu still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us
This
along
is
the way.
Yae Miko. I know it.
You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
It's gotta
Pardon
be.
me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, Right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Xingqiu yet.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
To request a fan fiction booth, please apply here.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Yay! Ooh. Oh. Whoa.
Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all.
This is so pretty.
Wonder how Xingqiu's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
It's a possibility.
Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? Are you here? Could you please help Xingqiu with something? He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
Aww.
Oh, what's that sound?
It's a cat.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves that easily. It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Oh. Oh no, that's a side quest. Okay.
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
Okay, following day, 7 a.m.
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go! The arrival schedule says ship stopover, 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcoming 1 guest today?
Are you guys enjoying the main story quest? I hope you are. What if it's the riding show?
Look, that figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
Kazuha!
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
Kazuha!
We didn't expect to see you either.
Canadian
Returning as a
either.
guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
Kazuha, when we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me.
It's
I
gotta
could
be
tell
Yae
they were not
Miko.
footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared.
Or...
I only heard a splash come from below the pier. Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them,
splash?
I found this strange piece of paper by my
In
feet.
the water? That's not Yae Miko. She wouldn't dive into the water.
I have a poem written on it.
Huh. How did you know? Fascinating.
Kokomi?
It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Kazuha, can you show us that piece of paper?
Sure, here it is. Please, have a look.
Okay. Banished into the wilderness! Oh, because this is about Kazuha, because Kazuha was banished. Okay.
Last time,
Okay,
Aoi
that
no
makes
poem
sense.
ended with a reference to
That makes
Akihito.
sense.
And sure enough, this is a story about him. The story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals.
And Kazuha
However,
wears
the
red.
shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled.
It's
Well,
matching
if
up.
someone were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
Well, the other stories weren't much better either.
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once
This one's
wanted as a
about
criminal by the
Kazuha!
shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
The seal mentioned in the story.
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly, right? In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed. Perhaps using a seal could be a feasible solution. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time.
Who's in the water?
If you wish to create a
dove
stamp
in the
for
water?
his seal, I might be able to help.
Wow, that's an idea. Quick, let's go tell Albedo.
Doop, 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 doop. No, Who really likes the water?
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Xingqiu.
Interesting. A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution. A stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. However,
Is there another problem?
since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books. But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
Oh, I know who it is! I know who it is! It has to be Ayato. Because we saw the pant legs. And Ayato has been mysteriously gone. Mysteriously disappeared. Okay, so I don't use, obviously I signed my name, but I do have a Remy paw print stamp.
Anything in the world that will
So it's
satisfy my
kind of the
taste
same. It's gotta be Timmy. That's funny. Oh, sorry. This is Albedo's favorite restaurant.
Yes, that's it, Xingqiu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
Whoa.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore. I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yae would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Xingqiu's already zombified.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier. Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature consists of 2 parts. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Xingqiu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Xingqiu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think.
I like this idea.
All right, I think that would work. Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
So, what you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
You have!
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book. But if we adopted Calx's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event. And if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion, then Xingqiu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
Thanks.
In that case, I shall contact the other 2 authors participating in the new release event.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Xingqiu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here. The books that Xingqiu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the Yae Publishing House.
We did it! The event is saved!
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
Woo!
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Oh.
Traveler, there you are.
Ayaka!
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
Oh my gosh.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand.
Oh,
Miss Bard just happened to be
flowers!
close by at the time. He informed me that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
Okay.
Here's the paper. Please have a look.
Ooh.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page. The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
You have to
If
put
we
it
take
in
the
water!
poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water, and see the truth naturally appear. Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
So, shall we give it a whirl? It just so happens that there's a pond nearby.
Oh. I just jumped into the water for no reason. Oh, everyone's over here on this rock. And I just dove into the water.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper! Let Paimon see what it says.
Oh, okay.
The story says that after Sumizomi got the collection of poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture. To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished. Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the shogun, surely one of those two methods was used to protect it. But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
Spawning off of Lumine. It was added later by someone else.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work. He was set up!
He was set up!
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits. Kazuha, Ayaka, would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There you go. The next two portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
There's one more.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
That was amazing! Oh my gosh, I love that. Wait, that is so pretty. Kazuha. Paimon, what's wrong?
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story of the 5 Kasen, there's still one thing Paimon hasn't been able to figure out. One of the 5 Kasen is called Kuronushi, right? It's just that, how could the story of the 5 Kasen finish without him appearing at all?
Oh. Have you really not noticed?
Huh? Not noticed what? This is no time to be playing games, Tone Deaf Bard!
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded within the 4 poems.
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that Aoi no Okina wrote after seeing Sumizome rinsing the poetry collection. An average person could never understand the scene of a young girl washing Akahito's poetry collection in a stream. Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind Sumizome's actions. He was simply reminiscing and thinking about his old acquaintances. However, for the perpetrator who framed Akahito, it was completely obvious. He was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun could discover the truth behind the plagiarism incident. If that happened, then he'd be finished. So, in desperation, he threatened Aoi no Okina to make him tear out this poem.
Which means the one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akahito.
The culprit is none other than Kuronushi.
What? Kuronushi?
That's right. Though there are only 4 poems, they still managed to tell the complete story of all 5 Kasen. Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen, the only character left is the mysterious one with an unknown identity.
Yae Miko, it's gotta be!
Okay. Paimon is finally starting to get it now.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 Kasen has more or less reflected everything that's been happening around us lately. Which begs the question, is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuronushi? In our world?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Kazuha! He's been pretty quiet this whole time. Let's ask him!
Okay.
Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while, and you don't look so good.
Apologies for making a wild assumption, but has the story of the 5 Kasen reminded you of anything?
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. However, they were nothing more than some past incidents regarding my family. I don't mind sharing the stories, but I'd prefer not to bring you any more trouble.
Hey, we're all friends here, Kazuha. You can always tell us whatever's on your mind.
Kaidehara, please forgive my assumption, but perhaps you were thinking of the Raiden Gokuden?
The Raiden Gokuden? What's that?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission. It would be improper to speak of it here without the consent of Miss Kamisato.
It's fine. Those of us here are all trustworthy, so there isn't any harm in it. However, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden. As you all know, the Yashiro Commission's primary purpose is managing ceremonial and cultural affairs, and Inazuma's art of forging swords is a very important part of our culture. The Raiden Gokuden were once the top 5 schools of the forging art in Inazuma. Although these families were swordsmiths by craft, they also held many important positions in the Yashiro Commission. Unfortunately, of the 5, only the Aminoma art still maintains its artisan lineage. The descendants of the Ishin art are also still alive, but the craft has been lost to time. The descendants of the Ishin art are none other than the Kaidehara family.
Whoa! We knew Kazuha came from a noble family, but we had no idea about his connection to the Yashiro Commission and sword making.
Okay.
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. The Ishin art was lost with my great-grandfather's generation. My grandfather was dissatisfied with my great-grandfather's lack of effort. When he was young, my grandfather traveled all over Tevat to find a way to revive the family business. But it was to no avail. And in my generation, our last remaining family property was lost as well.
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few decades, 3 of the families suffered various misfortunes and disappeared completely. Later, there was speculation that all of these misfortunes stemmed from some background machinations, meaning that someone wanted to wipe out the Raiden Gokuden. However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin, such explanations were treated as nothing more than a conspiracy theory.
Indeed. I've also believed such ideas were just theories and rumors. However, I know that a major incident happened to my great-grandfather when he was young. Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato clan's position in the Yashiro Commission as well. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it's pointing me toward the truth behind that incident.
What exactly happened to your great-grandfather, Kazuha?
I still can't say. I need to speak with someone to verify the details. Let's meet here again at noon tomorrow. I will tell you everything I know then.
Ooh! Oh, these are the... okay. Huh? Wait, can I not keep going? It's locked! Ah! We're gonna have to do this next week! We'll have to do this next week! Okay! Alright, we will finish this story next week. Let's do like at least one of these. The Iridori anecdote. It's like this one? Is this an Iridori anecdote? Or I should do this one. Or I should do this one. We'll do Iridori. Guys, don't look at my unfinished quest. Look away! Look away! Okay, we're gonna do story for you.
Welcome home.
What a coincidence. I was wondering where I might be able to find you, and here you are.
What's up?
Well, can't I come and see you when nothing is up? Alright, as much as I'd like to sit and chat with you, this time I'm here mainly for Klee. Before bringing Klee here, I told her many stories about Inazuma. It got her very excited to experience the local culture here. However, I've got other things to do in Inazuma this time besides painting the portraits of the 5 Kasen. Over the next couple of days, I won't have the time to show her around. Inazuma is not like Mondstadt. I can't just let Klee wander off by herself when I'm busy with other things. So I had to have her stay at the International Trade Association while I finish my work. She hasn't complained, but I can tell she's not enjoying being stuck there on her own.
She's a child, so she wouldn't
Fortunately,
enjoy that.
I now have you and Paimon. So,
Yay! Miss Honorary Knight's here! What you talking about, Miss Honorary Knight? Are we gonna go play?
Klee, are you saying you'd like to go and play?
Yeah! But Albedo is really busy. I can't go too far away or he'll be worried about me. Aw, Klee, you're such a thoughtful kid.
Unlike Paimon.
Paimon's very thoughtful, thank you very much. Paimon always thinks of you whenever she's eating a delicious slime.
Well, that settles it. You are very thoughtful.
Anyway, it is pretty cruel not to let Klee go out when she was so excited to come here.
We'll look after Klee.
Yep. Allow the almighty traveler and dependable Paimon to bring Klee on a tour of Inazuma.
Let's take her somewhere interesting.
Klee, do you want to go play with Miss Honorary Knight?
Yes, you bet I do.
As you know, Klee is our Spark Knight. You must keep her safe and sound. By which I mean, try to keep her out of trouble. For instance, if a mountain in Inazuma was to lose one of its peaks, or if there were an explosion somewhere in the city, Klee could very well get in trouble.
Got it. No explosions.
Glad to hear it.
Are we going to talk to Yoimiya?
I promise I'll bring you back an awesome souvenir, Mr. Albedo.
Great. I look forward to it.
There are loads of cool things to do in Inazuma. Try the local cuisine, visit a shrine. What do you want to do, Klee? Cuisine?
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting. But what if we did visit Yoimiya? I'm just saying, what if?
A restaurant? Yay! Snack time! Got it! Alright, snack! Wow, something smells so good! I think it's coming from the steaming thingy. Miss Honorary Knight, look at this noodly soup. It's so pretty. There's so many nice things inside.
It's not noodly soup. It's tonkotsu ramen, actually.
I like ramen.
Oh, so, what are those yellow and red thingies on that plate?
You're kidding, right? Those are tri-flavored skewers.
And what about this little yellow cake?
That's an egg roll. They're amazing. Have you really not tried one before?
Wow, tonkotsu ramen, tri-flavored skewers, and egg rolls. They all sound delicious.
They sure are. Guess you're not from around here if you haven't tried any of these before. Let me buy you an egg roll with my allowance so you can get a taste of our Inazuma food.
Really? But Master Jean said I shouldn't go taking other people's things. Also, that's your allowance, right? Taking another kid's allowance, this seems kind of wrong.
I'll cook them myself.
Oh, I remember you. You're Yoimiya's friend. How come you know how to make egg rolls?
Egg rolls are a piece of cake for this gal. Why don't you make some for Klee and Iwao?
Sure. And I'll throw in some for you too.
Really? Wow, Paimon is so touched. You're learning. All right, we'll be waiting on those egg rolls.
Do I have the egg roll recipe? Wait, was that the food vendor? Oh, it was. Goodbye. I'd like to see the menu. Oh, egg roll! Purchase. Purchase! Goodbye! Okay, I have the menu. I mean, I have the... Perfect! Oh, well.
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls taste like?
Oh no! No, I need more salt! Oh no. Or sugar, or whatever it was. Oh no! Okay, bye! Ah! No! Goodbye! Perfect!
Miss Honorary Knight, what do egg rolls...
Here we go.
Wow, you really can cook them. You're awesome, ma'am.
Thank you. Oh, autoplay.
It's sweet. So yummy. Yep. It's delicious. Traveler, you are the best.
Thanks.
Yeah, these egg rolls are pretty good, but I still think Yoimiya's are better.
Wow!
Who is Yoimiya? She makes egg rolls too?
She's a superhero.
Yoimiya can do anything. She tells stories, keeps goldfish, makes fireworks,
No.
and gives us candy too.
No.
Yoimiya's pretty much the best and
Not
most
the
awesome
fire!
person ever.
For me, the best, most awesome person in the world is my mom. And Klee knows loads of other great people too, like Mr. Albedo, Miss Honorary Knight, Master Jean, Kaya. Surely she's not going to name everyone she knows.
Oh, well, I don't know any of those people. But anyways, I still want to introduce you to Yoimiya. If you want, I'll take you to find her. In most festivals, Yoimiya's so busy that you can never find her. But this festival's different. She has free time, so she can play with us. She seems like she hasn't been in a great mood recently, but maybe seeing you will cheer her up.
Okay, let's go play with Yoimiya.
Okay. I see her. Whatever, you know, if Inazuma doesn't survive, it's not my fault. It's this kid's fault.
sad?
Why is Mia sad?
Oh, I know. Let me tell you something that'll cheer you up. Yesterday, I won 3 beetle fights in a row against that guy with the horns on his head.
Wow, Matsuzaka. Nice work. It's not easy to beat Ito. Don't worry, Yoimiya. Maybe you can't light fireworks during the Iridori Festival, but there are still lots of other fun things to do. I know. Thanks, you guys. It's just that fireworks are banned in the city for a few days. I'm not that upset, really.
Yoimiya, it's me! I want to introduce you to a new friend, an Outlander girl. I just met her. Wait, what's your name again?
Klee. My name is Klee.
Nice to meet you, Klee. I'm Yoimiya, and I run Naganahara Fireworks.
Hello.
I love the cute outfit, with the hat and the cool little symbols. So unique. And your backpack, wow, it's really well made.
That's a 4-leaf clover. Mom and Master Jean said it can bring me good luck.
Aww.
Really? That's awesome! I bet everyone would love one of those. Also, that little fairy on your backpack is super cute, too.
That's Dodoko, my best friend. We always go fish blasting together in Starfell Lake.
Oh, Dodoko? What an interesting name. I really like it.
Yep. My mom says that when a Dodoko is born, it rides the wind and goes off on a big adventure.
This is so
Ride the
cute.
wind and go off on a big adventure? Klee, your mom sounds like a very cool person.
Yep, my mom is the best and most awesome person ever. And Yoimiya, Iwao was right. You're a really cool person too.
Aww.
Thanks, Klee. I feel like we really get each other. We'll be great friends, I'm sure of it.
It's so heartwarming watching these two chat away.
Hey, Klee! Since you like 4-leaf clovers so much, why don't I make a firework with a 4-leaf clover pattern and set it off for you?
Yeah! And after the fireworks, we can go fish blasting with Dodoko. Hold on a second. Fish blasting? No way! Albedo was pretty clear about that!
No explosions allowed.
Oh, oops. I got so excited that I completely forgot about that. The folks from the Yashiro Commission specifically warned me that no fireworks are allowed in Inazuma during the Iridori Festival.
What? It's not allowed? But... Aww...
Maybe they can hold a sparkler.
Hey, come on! You just made a new friend! This is a happy occasion. Why are you suddenly so upset?
Don't be sad.
Yeah, we still have loads of things we can do.
Let's go check out the Iridori Festival.
Right, just like Saika said, there are lots of fun things to do.
What do you say, Klee? Sounds like the Iridori Festival could be a real blast.
Okay then, let's go!
This is so cute. Yay! I should just teleport there. Yep. Here we go.
Here we are, the venue of the Iridori...
Outlander Brigade. When the wind of death blew towards the blonde samurai? Oh, what a long name. Must be a new one. I've
Is
never
that
heard
about
of it.
Kazuha?
By Kawabunga Iki. Yoimiya, this is a really strange name.
Who's this Kawabunga? It's pronounced Kayabuki Ike.
Oh.
That would be me.
Oh, Klee.
Outlander Brigade is a new series of mine, and When the Wind of Death Blew Towards the Blonde Samurai is the first volume.
Is it a story about the best of friends? Kaya says that every good story has to have best friends in
Aww.
Absolutely not. I would never allow such cliches in one of my novels.
Okay.
This is a book about betrayal, blood, and tears. A long and lonely struggle. A stubborn samurai's path to the truth.
Oh my.
This is the kind of story that needs to be told.
You need to
Oh,
relax.
is that right? Well, I'm not sure that's a very, suitable story for Klee. We might keep looking around.
Hey, miss! Don't go! Are you sure you don't want a copy? I'll give you 40% off.
Please, get in line over here.
It's fine. We'll just walk really slowly. We'll just. Okay.
Flowers for Princess Fischl.
Fischl!
It's Fischl's story. That's right. Flowers for Princess Fischl. Have you read this book before, Klee? Nope, but I know Fischl's story. Fischl always hangs out with Oz. Everyone in the Adventurers Guild knows. It's just like how me and Todoko are always together. I wonder if Todoko is getting bored now. Oh, Klee, I'm afraid it can't be helped. There are a lot of flammable items at the festival, and we have to be careful not to start a fire. Darn.
To, like,
It seems like
do
even
any
the
bombs.
Iridori Festival can't cheer Klee and you and me up. There must be plenty of things you can do with Dodoko besides lighting fireworks and going fish blasting. Yeah,
like painting.
Wait, so that's what you're suggesting?
Yeah, the Iridori Festival is the perfect occasion for storytelling.
That's right! The Iridori Festival is a place for putting your work on display. You could show Dodoko's story for everyone here!
Think of it like Dodoko playing with everybody.
Bingo! What do you think of that idea, Klee? Mr. Albedo taught me how to paint. I can paint the story of Dodoko's adventure in Inazuma. That's very imaginative. I think it's a great idea. We could even put the finished story on display at the festival. Yay! Great! Dodoko will be so happy. Perfect. Okay, so I have some paper, paintbrushes, and paint at the shop. Let's go to the shop and paint your story there. Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Okay.
Those two can run so fast when they're motivated.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Paimon. Ah! Oh yeah. Also, don't forget, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe! Okay, here we go.
Klee and I just had a discussion, and we've decided we're gonna keep the content of the story a secret from you guys for now.
Why?
Obviously, I can't tell you why. Or you'll see. Don't worry. You can keep exploring the festival while we're busy in the shop. We'll be here when you get back. Come on, Yoimiya, we should get going. Let's go inside and start painting. Aw, Paimon was hoping that we could all paint together.
Oh, Paimon.
So unfair. Actually, Paimon's got an idea. Come on, let's go around to the windows and take a sneaky peek.
Ooh!
So, what does Dodoko do after getting to Inazuma?
Dodoko goes to eat tri-flavored skewers, tonkatsu ramen, and egg rolls.
Ooh, that sounds great! Is that what you're painting? It looks beautiful! Once you're done painting, let's go get it printed. We'll print a whole bunch of copies and go hand them out at the festival. Although it'll cost a lot more to get it printed. Let me see if I've got enough saved up.
It's okay, Yoimiya. I have some mora. Look!
50 mora is probably not quite enough. Well, if we don't have enough, we can ask the Traveler for ideas.
Miss Honorary Knight has helped a lot already. I don't want to trouble her. So, I think I should just go fish blasting to earn some mora.
No fish blasting. Paimon and the Traveler said so.
Oh, then we've got no choice. We'll have to go see Mr. Albedo.
Who's Mr. Albedo?
He's my older brother. He's super duper smart. He can do anything. And he knows how to paint, too. He paints Hilly Charles, Kaya, and even Dodoko. That's why he came to Inazuma this time, to do paintings for everyone.
Oh, is that right? Then I guess Mr. Albedo must be an artist working with the Yae Publishing House.
An artist? Oh, that means he has 2 jobs. One as an alchemist, teaching sucrose alchemy, and the other as an artist, doing paintings for people. Yoimiya, let me show you something. Mr. Albedo taught me you can paint Dodoko's color like this.
Wow, I can see the resemblance. All right, I'll paint the streets, and Klee, you fill in Dodoko's colors.
This is so cute.
Hey, you can even write the story over here to explain what's happening in the painting.
Okay, let's write this.
Oh.
Shoot! Paimon didn't hear the last part.
Dodoko sure had a lot of fun in Inazuma.
Those two sound like they really did go on an adventure with Dodoko. They couldn't be happier.
Now, we have to get Dodoko's story printed. Come on, let's go to the Yae Publishing House.
Also, I missed a couple super chats. Lady Daniela, who said, "Hi Sarah, my birthday is tomorrow." Happy birthday, Lady Daniela! I hope you have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Marco super chatted and said that they hope I am enjoying the Iridori Festival story. Have I also checked the Iridori anecdote quest? I think that's what I'm doing right now. And then Yassassin, thank you for super chatting. You didn't have a message with yours, so but thank you so much. And I think that's it. Maybe I missed also one from Imperial Officer. Thank you for the super chat. Okay.
Absolutely not. Could you please stop adding random bits?
Here we are. This is the Yae Publishing House.
Yae Publishing House. Ooh, it's Auntie Aratani. I know Auntie Aratani.
Auntie? Who's that calling me Auntie? Oh, it's the little girl who came with Mr. Calx. How can I help you, little girl?
Auntie Aratani, can you help me get Dodoko's story printed so that everybody can see it?
Dodoko? Oh, so you've been writing a story, huh? Is
so
Dodoko
cute.
the main character?
Not only that, Dodoko is also real. Look.
Huh? I don't quite understand.
We'd better explain this to her.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'd love to help you make this wish come true, but I'm sorry. The deadline has passed for accepting printing orders for the Iridori Festival.
Auntie, are you saying Dodoko won't be able to meet everyone after all?
Oh, I'm sorry, little girl.
Oh, Klee, don't be upset. You still have me and the Traveler. We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Miss Aratani, is there any way at all we can still get this printed? We can pay extra. And if you're short on staff to help with the printing, I can pitch in.
Miss Yoimiya, I understand your sentiment, but I'm afraid it's not as simple as that. We've been printing many people's personal works for this festival, and a lot of the books are already well behind schedule. The printing press is already working overtime to try and catch up. At a time like this, we really can't squeeze any more jobs in.
What do we do? Seems like we might have to give up on this idea.
No, I won't let that happen. I remember this one time when I was little. Pop said he'd take me to the festival, but he was so busy with work that he forgot all about it. I waited and kept wondering when Pops was finally gonna take me there. Eventually, people started coming home from the festival. That night, I cried miserably. To this day, I still remember how sad I felt. I don't want Klee to feel the same way. If we can't get it printed, then we'll just have to find our own way.
Yeah.
I can paint. Over the next few days, I'll paint as many as I can. Then we'll take those to the festival.
My, Yoimiya has quite a determined spirit. I like it very
Yae Miko!
much.
It's Miko, and Albedo too!
We heard everything.
Oh, Lady Yae.
It's okay, I know. You were just following the rules. Plus, we really are quite behind schedule with the printing. But our mission at Yae Publishing House is to bring dreams and happiness to the masses. It would be a crying shame if we couldn't even help one adorable little girl fulfill her wish. Let me think. Oh, I know. Yoimiya, little girl, you can print your book, but on one condition, okay?
Of course, Lady Guji. Just tell us. Whatever this condition is, I am ready to face it.
Dear me, it's nothing that horrendous. You make it sound like I'm some sort of wicked witch.
Well...
All I mean is, if you want to get your work printed now, there is only one way. You have to combine it with another print. However, there is only a small amount of space remaining in the book in question. Your book is too big, so you have to reduce it to about half the size to make it fit. Is this a sacrifice that you're willing to make?
Klee, Lady Guji is saying that we can print the book if we shrink it to half the size. Are you okay with that?
Yup, I am. Thanks, Miss Guji lady.
I'm just saying, like, she wouldn't have said it
What an adorable little girl.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
that settles
she
it.
said it about
Tani,
herself.
make sure it gets printed with tonight's batch.
Yes, Lady Yae. I'll get right on it.
Combining the prints is a plausible solution, but it'll cause a lot of extra work for the printing press. I am terribly sorry about that.
No problem. Just think of it as my greeting gift for little Klee. Besides,
so
the Yae Publishing House will need your help with the illustrations again next time, Mr. Calx. You could also consider it as my investment in you, All right, I won't disturb you two any longer. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Yay! Everything worked out perfectly. Now, we just need to wait for an update from the Yae Publishing House.
Yoimiya, Traveler. Thank you for keeping Klee so exceptionally well entertained for me.
No worries.
You should spend some time with Klee too, Albedo.
Yes, you're right. Klee is family, after all.
Yay! are not done yet. To 16 the next day. It's what I did. Oh, the next day. The next day. Okay. Oh. Teleport. Here we go!
Look, Miss Honorary Knight, Auntie Aratani brought us Dodoko's story.
Now we can finally see what secrets Klee and Yoimiya were keeping from us.
Oh, it's really nothing that exciting.
It's the story of Dodoko and me.
And me. And you guys.
Okay. You put me and Paimon in the story? Ooh, should I read it aloud? Should I read it aloud? Or maybe everyone's already read it. Okay. Okay. Let's go, Dodoko! All Dodokos must someday ride the wind and the waves and go on an adventure. A gentle and beautiful mother once said that. And just as she predicted, our Dodoko was so happy when its best friend, Klee, said that she was going to the Nation of Lightning for an adventure. Of course, Dodoko loves eating delicious food with Klee at Good Hunter and loves listening to the bards sing. But Dodoko loves counting the stars in the sky and twisting flowers into garlands together with Klee more. After all Dodokos love to ride the wind and waves on an adventure. To get to Inazuma, one needs to pass through the wild winds, pass over the great waves, and endure the terrifying trials of thunderstorms. But Dodoko did not fear the howling wind, for that was the blessing of the Anemo Archon. Dodoko did not worry about the rolling waves either, for it was very brave. As for the booming, crashing thunder, well, calmly facing all challenges that cross their path is the way of the Dodoko clan. Of course, Dodoko didn't want Klee to have to brave such dangers, but as bestest friends, they were bound to protect each other. And Dodoko didn't want to be apart from Klee anyway. Without Klee, adventures would be like sweet flowers that cannot bloom, lonely and sad things. Even if Dodoko were to cover every inch of Teyvat by land or sea, it would be meaningless. So, there was no point hesitating. Dodoko and its best friend Klee were off on an adventure. If they rode on a boat, they wouldn't be able to fly freely in the sky or swim happily in the sea. But they'd have Klee's smile and Albedo's stories. And that was a good trade. In Inazuma, the Nation of Lightning, the flowers and grasses are all purple, and the fish and the birds are also purple. Everything is purple. Albedo would probably run out of purple paint trying to paint it all. Unfortunately, he couldn't be around to draw with Klee and Dodoko. Albedo was an adult after all, and sometimes adults have to do adult things. Fortunately, Dodoko still had Klee. Klee would often find happy things to do. As long as Dodoko was with Klee, Dodoko would never be bored. Klee also had lots of friends in Inazuma, like Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon, and Yoimiya. And so they all joined Dodoko for the most fun adventure ever in Inazuma. Hooray for adventure! Miss Honorary Knight took Dodoko up the tall, tall Mount Yugo. When they got to the sacred Sakura, they were so tired from all that climbing that they fell asleep. And when they woke up, everyone had grown wings like a Tengu. Klee's wings were red, Yoimiya's wings were gold, and Miss Honorary Knight's were blue. As for Paimon, Paimon can fly without wings, so Paimon didn't grow any. Everyone opened their wings up, causing a huge gust of wind to roll forth. Shoom! And the Shrine Maiden's hair was all messed up. Oh no, she looked angry. Better run quick. Adventure truly was fun. But with a growl, Klee's stomach started calling out. Oh no, how could they have forgotten? Eating is an important part of adventuring too. Nom nom nom. And so everyone ate the onigiri they brought along, and they all had a great time. Dodoko and Paimon finished their share very quickly, and as the very, very full Dodoko looked at Klee's smile, it couldn't help but think, meeting Klee and the others is the most happiest thing that ever happened to Dodoko. Oh yes, if you are reading this, you too are surely part of this big adventure. Adventuring together, laughing together, enjoying good food together. If you experienced this together with everyone, then you must be their good friend. In which case, you are invited to Yoimiya's fireworks show as well. While everyone was happily watching the fireworks, Yoimiya said, "As long as our imaginations don't run dry, our minds will be freer than all others." And Klee blurted out, "We'll always be best friends." See, Dodoko was so happy to be together with its good friends. And now, you are Dodoko's good friends too. So you two should go on a grand adventure with your friends. Yay! I hope you guys liked the story.
Paimon's in the story too! This is Paimon's first time featuring in a printed book! Woohoo! Paimon's gonna be famous!
Of course we included Paimon. This is the story of everyone's big happy adventure with Dodoko.
This story is me and Yoimiya's gift for Miss Honorary Knight.
Lady Yae wanted me to inform you that since this book was printed together with another work, there are many more copies than you may have anticipated. We won't charge you a printing fee, but in exchange, the extra copies of your book will be included as a free gift with purchases of the other book. Is that okay with you?
Oh, are you sure? I mean, it's fine by us, but what does the author of the book think?
Actually, the book that yours was printed with is called the Tevat Travel Guide.
No, stop!
Hey, that's Mommy's book!
Oh, that's
His
cute.
mother's a writer? Huh.
Klee's mother, Alice, is a renowned adventurer in Tevat, and the Inazuma edition of her popular Tevat Travel Guide series is set to be released imminently. Lady Yae has already decided on how to promote it, a joint endeavor by Tevat's biggest and best mother-daughter adventure duo. It's sure to be a huge hit.
Paimon knew it! Miko would never do anything for free.
It's true.
A typical move by Lady Yae. It works out well for everybody, doesn't it?
Yep, I'm super happy because my book gets to be released together with Mommy's book. It's like me and Mommy going on an adventure together.
Aww.
Oh, I'm so glad I came. The Iridori Festival is the best!
Yay! Oh my gosh, that is so cute. right, you guys. This was so fun. And I think it's time to call it a night. Unless you guys want to do commissions. It's up to you. Let me know in the chat right now if you want to do commissions or if you're ready to end the stream.
Don't miss the official stall of the Yae Publishing House.
Whoop. So, just so everybody knows, we will finish this festival next Thursday. That is Thursday, April 21st, I believe. Okay, everyone wants to do commissions. Or not everybody, but I'm seeing people say commissions in the chat. So let's go do commissions, and then we will end the stream. I wonder who the mystery person could be. Wait. I have a theory. But maybe I should keep my theory to myself. We're gonna close co-op mode. All right. I don't want to. No!
Lightning slash!
Ah! Fly away! Okay, get down. Oh, I've gotta get the nuggets. Okay. Okay. Wait, I got the nuggets. Okay.
Think you can get away?
Oh no!
Wouldn't quite.
Oh no! Why did it? No! Ah! Hey! Oh, that was good. Okay. We've got to do that again. No! Ah!
Bellowing thunder!
That did nothing! Oh, that did something. Whoa! No!
Time for retribution!
Retribution! Oh, get out of the way! Gotta get nuggets. Whoop, whoop. Oh, it's too heavy for a Venti's ult. Darn it! Whoop!
Take this!
Whoop, whoop. Oh. What? Boop. Boo, 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 boo.
Yahoo! Take this!
Ah! Oh no! Ah! No! Ah! No! No! Oh no! Ah! Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, okay. Whoa! Woo! Bye! Woo! Oh, that was it. Okay. 2 down, 2 to go. Oh, I have to go count the ships. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to the kids. There they are. Hello. Cast your mind back to yesterday. Okay, 1 big boat. Okay. 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 Okay, 3 came in, and then 1 came in, and then 1 left. So there's 3. Okay. What? Oh. Sure did. No, 3 boats entered. Hey! Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Let's go find the last. Are there any chasm commissions? I mean, I'm sure there aren't yet, but I wonder if there will be. Navigate. Oh. Navigation. Navigation. Hello. Hello. I just love that I can do that. That is so weird. Boop. Okay. We've got our Venti ult that we can try again. I'm sorry, you guys. It just happened. It just happened.
Time for takeoff.
Vengeance will be mine.
Yeah!
Take this!
Oh, hello.
Here we go.
No! No! Ah!
Take this!
Yeah!
Time for retribution!
Yahoo!
Yahoo! Ah! Well, that didn't help. Ah! Get down! No! Ah! No! Ah! Okay.
Take this!
Yay! Oh.
Bellowing thunder!
Bye! You guys, I just killed this commission. I was aiming. I used Venti one time. I don't think I've ever been better. I think this is the best I've ever been. I don't know where there is to go from here. I feel like I've reached my peak. You know what I mean? I feel like this is it. I don't know what else there could possibly be.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Add extra applesauce.
Thank you for completing. Ad Astra
Add extra applesauce. Fiddly-dee. Meh. No! Ah! Oh my gosh, you guys want me to try Spiral Abyss? But I only have 4 good characters. I only have, well, I guess now I have 5 good characters because I also do have Barbara's leveled up pretty high. Could do one of these. Oops. Okay! Alright, I guess let's go end. Let's go end in Inazuma. I thought you needed 2 teams. I thought I needed 8. I only need 4. Okay, well, maybe a Spiral Abyss stream is in the works. All right, let's take a picture so we knew we were here. Yay! Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and hit that bell so you know when I go live. Ding, ding, ding. My next live stream will be next Thursday, April 21st. And we will be finishing the event. So come hang out if you are around and have time and want to. And what else is there to say? I want to thank my mods, Archie and Xander and Diamond and Brandon and Raya. Thank you so much. I could not do this without you. Thank you to everybody who super chatted. I have loved chatting with you guys and being here, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are. And hopefully I will see you next week when we finish this event. Oh, my theory. Okay. This theory is kind of out of nowhere, okay? But I wonder if I should even say it. It's so random, and I have no reason to believe that this is the other person, except that Venti is there. So, Venti is there. The Raiden Shogun's gonna show up. What if it's Zhongli? What if it is Zhongli? I don't know. I don't know. Just a thought. That's just my theory that I just thought of. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just wondering. That's my theory. So, I guess we'll see. We will see. We will see. Okay. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, you guys. Hopefully we will see the next time I play, which is next Thursday, April 21st. So come hang out. We'll see if my theory is correct. Honestly, I have no proof for that. And at like 5 different points in this stream, I have guessed Ayato. I've guessed Yae Miko. So I don't feel like my guessing is good. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's a good guess. But maybe this is an Archon reunion. So I don't know. Okay. Thank you again, everybody, for being here. And again, have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are. Okay, bye, you guys. See you next week.